Welcome to the second video on the series of possible or likely JAMB questions you will see in this year 2024. Well, the questions you are seeing here, you may not see them exactly the way they are, but the pattern is the same. That's the idea of likely questions. Endeavor to share this video to your friends, like the video, comment. Now, this is the first question I have. It says, calculate the mean of the first 5 prime numbers. Now, what is a prime number? A prime number is a number that can be divided by itself and 1 only without a remainder. Now, these are the first 5 prime numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Take note, 1 is not a prime number. 1 is not. So, all of these numbers have just 2 factors, themselves and 1. So, I want to calculate the mean of these first 5 prime numbers. It's simple. The mean, S bar, is equal to the sum of the numbers, 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11, divided by, there are 5 numbers here. Okay, so let's go ahead. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 is 28. 28 divided by 5. And 28 divided by 5 is 5.6. 5.6. So the mean of the first 5 prime numbers is 5.6. Now we can see option B. Question 2 says, the ages of students in a small primary school were recorded in the table below. These are their ages and their respective frequencies. Now, we are asked to estimate the mean, that is the average age. What we are going to do is to prepare a table in this format with the age, the midpoint of the ages, the frequencies, and the product of the midpoint and the frequency. Alright, these are the ages 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10 years respectively. And these are their respective frequencies, 29, 40, 38. Okay, now how do we get the midpoint? The midpoint is the average of the two values that we have here, 5 to 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So this is 5.5. 7 plus 8 is 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. 9 plus 10 is 19. 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. To get this column, I will multiply the midpoint and the frequency. 5.5 times 29 is 159.5. 7.5 times 40 is 300. 9.5 times 38 is 361. Let's add up the frequencies and the product of the midpoint and the frequencies. So if I add up everything here, 159.5 plus 300 plus 361 is 820.5. And if I add up all the frequencies, 29, 40, 38, it is 107. Alright. So, what is the formula to calculate for the mean of a data with frequency? Now, the formula for mean of a data with frequency says mean is equal to summation fx all over summation f. This is summation of the product of the frequency and the midpoint divided by the total frequency. So, based on what we did, our summation fx is this 820.5 and our summation f is 107. So what we have now is 820.5 divided by 107, and that is equal to 7.668. Now, this is it. But our options are to 1 decimal places. So I will have to convert this number to 1 decimal place. Now, 7.668. To 1 decimal place is, I will stop at this first number after the decimal point. But after the first number, I have another number, which is 6. And 6 is more than 5. So if I round it up to 1, add it to this 6, here become what? 7. So approximately we have 7.7. So 7.7 is the estimated mean of this data. And this we can see under option A. Now this is question 3. It says, a car runs at a constant speed and takes 4.5 hours to run a distance of 225 kilometers. What time will it take to run 150 kilometers? Okay, now here we are talking about speed, distance, and time. I know that speed, let's use V to represent speed, is equal to distance. Let's use S to represent distance all over time. Let's use T for time. If we write this again, we can say V is equal to S over T. Okay, now the question says that the speed is constant. So what does this mean? Mathematically, if V here is a constant, it means that distance 1 all over time 1 is equal to distance 2 all over time 2. This is what it means, since V is a constant. From the question, the first distance is 225 kilometers, and the time taken for that distance is 4.5 hours, which is the first time. We are asked to find the time taken to run 150 kilometers. So let's just plug in these values into this equation and solve for T2. So S1 is 225, so 225 divided by T1, which is 4.5, is equal to S2 is 150, then we are looking for T2. 225 divided by 4.5 is 50, which is equal to 150 all over what? T2. So if I cross multiply, this is over 1. T2 times 50, that's 50 T2. 50 T2 equal to 150. So I'm looking for T2. I will divide both sides by 50. Divide both sides by 50. 50 cancels 50. So my T2 is now equal to 150 divided by 50 is 3. That's 3 hours. So it will take 3 hours to cover a distance of 150 kilometers. And these 3 hours I can see as option C. This is question 4, which is a problem under set. If A is the set of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and B also is the set of numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, we are to find A minus B union B minus A. Let's go ahead. Solution. So what is A minus B? A minus B is the set of these numbers. To get A minus B, I will remove all elements in B from set A and write down what is left. Okay, now watch. This is set A. This is set B. Set B has elements 2, 4, 6, 8. So let me remove this element in B from A and see what is left. 2 is here, remove 2. 4, remove 4. 6, remove 6. 8 is not here, so we'll leave it. So what is in B that is in A now is 2, 4, 6. So what is left in A now, if we remove 2, 4, 6, is 1, 3, 5. That means if I remove all these numbers in B from A, I'm left with 1, 3, 5. That's what A minus B is. So A minus B is 1, 3, 5. Okay, what is B minus A now? This time around, this is set B, this is set A. I will remove the elements of set A in B and write what is left in B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are in set A. So let me begin to remove what is here from set B and write down what is left. Okay, 1 is not there. 2 is there, remove 2. 4 is there, remove 4. 6 is there, remove 6. So The elements in A that are in B now are 2, 4, and 6. So if I remove 2, 4, and 6 from B, what is left in B now is just 8. So it means that B minus A is equal to what? 8. So therefore, A minus B union B minus A is the set of all elements that are in both this and this. I will combine them without repetition. So we have 1, 3, 5, 8. 1, 3, 5, 8. This is A minus B union B minus A. I hope you understand this. And I can see this answer in option A. 1, 3, 5, 8. It's as simple as this. Alright, this is question 5. It says, evaluate 16 to the power of 0.16 times 16 to the power of 0.04 times 2 to the power of 0.2. Now, if I look very well, I will see that 16, 16, 2. There is something common to all of them, which is 2. And I can write 16 as 2 to the power of 4. So this is what I will do right now. Watch. 16 is 2 to the power of 4. So this is 2 to the power of 4 in bracket 0.16 times this same 16 is 2 to the power of 4. So it will now be 2 to the power of 4, 0.04 times this is already 2 to the power of 4, 0.2. So I have indices here. All the bases are the same. So what I will do is, let's simplify further. This is 2 to the power of 4 times 0.16 is 0.64 times 2 to the power of 4 times 0.04 is 0.16 times 2 to the power of 0.2. Okay, so let me use indices to evaluate. Since all the bases are the same, 2, 2, 2, just pick one, then add up all the powers. 0.64 plus 0.16 plus 0.2. Alright, so what is this equal to? This is equal to 2 to the power of 0.64 plus 0.16 plus 0.2 is simply 1, which is equal to what? 2. And this I can see under option A. Question 6 says, a committee of 5 people is to be chosen from a group of 6 men and 4 women. How many committees are possible if there is to be a majority of women? Alright, let's quickly solve this and see. Now, the thing is, they want to choose 5 people from 6 men and 4 women in such a way that the women will always be more than the men in all the choices. So it means that if we are to choose 5 people from 6 men and 4 women such that the women will be always more than the men, it means that if we choose 1 man, for example, then we will choose 4 women. That's one way. Or if we choose 2 men, then we will choose 3 women. That's all. These are the little choices that we have. If I choose 1 man, then the other will be women, 4 women. Women are more. If I choose 2 men, then the other will be women. So I will choose 1 man from 6 men and choose 4 women from 4 men, or choose 2 men from 6 men and choose 3 women from 4 women. So let's write that mathematically. Mathematically, I am choosing 1 man from 6 women. That will be 6 combination 1 and times choose 4 women from 4 women. That's 4 combination 4. Or we said that the other choice is choose 2 men from 6 men. That's 6 combination 2. And choose 3 women from 4 men. That's 4 combination 3. So these are the choices. So what is 6 combination 1? This is 6 factorial all over 6 minus 1, that's 5, 5 factorial, then the 1 factorial itself, times 4 combination 4, that's 4 factorial, all over, what's 4 minus 4? 0. And 0 factorial is 1. Okay? Then the 4 factorial itself, 4 factorial. Let me put the 0 factorial here. Then this all is addition. 6 combination 2, 6 factorial, all over 6 minus 2, 4 factorial, then 2 factorial itself, times 4 combination 3, that's 4 factorial, all over 4 minus 3, 1 factorial, then 3 factorial itself. So let's evaluate this and see what it gives. Okay, now 6 factorial is 6 times 5 factorial. I am stopping at 5 factorial because I can see 5 factorial at the denominator. Okay, all over 5 factorial. 1 factorial is 1, so no need to put that down. Times 4 factorial, we cancel 4 factorial. 0 factorial is 1. So everything here is actually 1. Okay, this is 6 factorial. Inside 6 factorial, I can get 4 factorial. That is 6 times 5 times 4 factorial, all over 4 factorial, times 2 factorial is 2 times 1, which is 2, times 4 factorial, I have 4 times 3 factorial. Because of this 3 factorial, the denominator, all over 1 factorial is 1. So 1 times 3 factorial is 3 factorial. 5 factorial cancel 5 factorial. 4 factorial cancel 4 factorial. 2 here 1, 2 here is 3. 3 factorial cancels 3 factorial. So what we have now is 6 times 1, 6, plus, this is 3 times 5 times 4. 3 times 5 times 4. So this is 6 plus 3 times 5 times 4 is 60. And 6 plus 60 is 66. Therefore, the number of ways of choosing 5 people from 6 men and 4 women is 66 ways if there is to be a majority of women. That's for this very question. So let's go to question 7. This is question 7, a question under locus of a point. It says that the locus of a point equidistant from 2 intersecting lines is, the options are given. A, where the sum of the distances of the 2 points is fixed. B, the collection of points that are usually distant from a fixed point and a line. C, pair of bisectors of the angles between the 2 lines. And D, the perpendicular bisector of the lines. Now take note, under locus there are some rules that we consider to answer questions. Option A is not a locus rule. Option B is not also a locus theorem or a locus rule. So my answer is either option C or D. But now let me see which one will work for this. It says the locus of a point equidistant from 2 intersecting lines. Look at this very diagram. These are the 2 intersecting lines. They intersect at this point and these angles are formed. So how is a point going to move such that it must always be at the center? That's what we mean by equidistant. So it's either a point moves vertically and cuts the angle formed vertically, or moves horizontally and cuts the angle formed. Pardon my drawing. So if this point moves horizontally, that is, it passes through the center point, it means that the angle here is divided into 2 equal parts, and if it moves this way, the angle at the center here is also divided into 2 equal parts. So I can say now that the locus is a pair of bisectors of the angles between the 2 lines. Option C. So option C is the correct option. Alright, this is question 8. It says the line 3y plus 6s equal to 48. That's actually the equation of a line. Passes through the point A minus 2 comma k and point B with coordinate 4 comma 8. We have to find the value of k. It's a very simple question. Since the line passes through this point, we can get the value of k if we substitute this coordinate in this equation. This is for x, x1, this is y1, this is x2, y2. So since we are just going to substitute minus 2 and k, it means that minus 2 is x, k is y. No need for x1, y1. So anywhere I see y here, I will put k. Anywhere I see x, I'll put minus 2. And so we have this. 3 times y is k, that's 3k, plus 6 times x is minus 2 equal to what? 48. This is what? 3k. 6 times minus 2 is minus 12 equal to 48. Collecting like terms, we have it that 3k is equal to 48 plus 12. And 48 plus 12 is equal to what? 60. So 3k is equal to 60. Divide both sides by 3. 3 cancel 3. It means that k is equal to what? 20. So k is 20. It's as simple as this. Now this is question 9. Find the value of y if 402 base y equal to 102 base 10. Okay, this one is already in base 10. I will not convert it to any other base. But this one that has a base of y will be converted to base 10. And this is the way to do it. The first number there is 4 times the base y, plus the second number there is 0 times the base y. The third number is 2 times the base y. Then I will assign powers 0, 1, 2, which is equal to what? 102 base 10. Base 10 is a standard base, so no need to convert it. Y squared times 4, that's 4y squared. 0 times y is 0, that's out. Y to the power of 0 is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. So let's collect like terms. We have 4y squared is equal to 102 minus 2. The 2 will cross and turn to minus. And 4y squared is equal to what? 100. 102 minus 2 is 100. So at this point, we'll divide both sides by 4. Divide both sides by 4. 4 cancel 4. Y squared is equal to 100 divided by 4 is 25. So what I will do now is to take the square root of both sides to eliminate the square from the y. So the square root of y squared is equal to the square root of 25. And square root is always plus or minus. So if I remove the square from the square root in this case, then y is now equal to square root of 25 is 5. So it is plus or minus 5. But base cannot be negative. So it means that y is equal to positive 5, not negative 5. From here, we can get plus 5 or minus 5. But we can't say it is minus 5 because the base cannot be negative. And this we can see under option C. Alright, this is question 10. A coin is thrown 3 times. What is the probability that at least one head is obtained? Now take note of this before I solve. Throwing a coin 3 times and throwing 3 coins once have the same outcome. This problem here in question 10 involves probability tree diagram. Now this is what I want to do. Throwing a coin once is head, tail. Throwing it again, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. This is the second throw now. I want to throw it the third time. Head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, tail. So the outcomes will be head, head, head. Let me put it here. Look at it. Head, 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 tail, head, head, tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, head, head, tail, tail, head, tail, tail. Now look at the other one. Tail, head, head, tail, head, head, tail, head, tail, tail, head, tail, 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 head, tail, tail, head, and tail, 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 tail. Okay, these are the outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 outcomes that we have. The question is asking for the probability of obtaining at least one head. So at least one head means one head and above. So it can be one head, 2 heads, 3 heads. So let me look at the outcome where I have one or more heads. Here I have 3 heads. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In this case, there's no head at all. So it means that I can obtain one head or more in 7 of the outcomes. So that one itself means 7 divided by the total outcome is 8. 8 of them, 8. This is the probability. That's all. So probability of obtaining at least one head is 7 over 8. And we can see that in option A. Alright. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was educating. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this video to your friends. Very important. I'll see you in the next one. Till I see you, take good care of yourself.